This week on the show, it's Hallmark Madness, and we remember a Hollywood legend. Bruno, it's time for the last episode of Nerd Here Weekly. Do the thing.
We're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
This better not awaken anything in me.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
I'm responsible for my own happiness. I can't even be responsible for my own breakfast.
We have Santa Claus. Assemble.
Welcome to Nerd Here Weekly, the only podcast about the week's biggest stories in nerdy news. I'm Riley Trahan, Senior Entertainment Editor at Nerd Here First, and, as always, I am joined by my co-hosts, Deepak Chitnis.
I had to remove my hat. We've got some sad stuff, but then we got some fun stuff.
Bruno Meneses.
Hello, hello, hello.
And a snowman brought to life by a scarf to be my sexy boyfriend for Christmas. It's Jackson Trahan.
I gave you all the clues?
Sure. My sexy murder boyfriend for Christmas.
I second, third, and fourth Bruno's facial expression.
Well, I realized I wanted to call him a sexy snowman, and then I failed. And, you know, it's just we're here and doing the thing. It is, of course, Hallmark Madness, the way we celebrate every holiday season, traditionally our last episode of the year. If you don't know what Hallmark Madness is, stand by. You will be informed. But we do have a little bit of housekeeping to get to before we start the show. First thing that we needed to let everybody know is that this is the last episode of Nerd Here Weekly. Boo-hoo, very sad. But it doesn't really mean much because we're all still going to be here and we're all still going to be doing the news every week. And the show format's not going to change because we're pretty lazy people. It's just going to be a different URL. So what you're going to do is you're going to pop open a new tab right now with my voice in the background. And you're going to go to nerdigo.com and you're going to hit enter. And then when that box,
fast.
Well, Jack, you can't do it because I haven't bought
Frosty.
it yet, but it's
It didn't work.
nerdigo.com. Nerdigo is how we will be known in the future. We're very excited to become Nerdigo Media. We have a great new little mascot who we have to name, who we might be bringing your help into with all of this. It's going to be a lot of fun, but we want to make sure you're there with us. This change, just so you know, we're not just changing for nothing. We're not just changing because we thought it would be fun to make you find a new podcast feed. This change is going to allow us to be present at multiple film festivals next year, which is very exciting, and we're looking forward to telling you all about that. It's going to let us do some cool longer-term projects, like Bruno and I are going to be counting down the 50 best comic books, Marvel comics of all time in the lead up to Doomsday next year, so we're really excited about that. And it's going to let us, not to be too blunt about it, monetize the website. We've been doing this for 10 years and we kind of thought maybe it would be fun to start making some money doing it, and that'll let us do more stuff with you. So when you get to Nerdigo, you'll be able to sign up for our paywall content. That's going to include Deepak and I talking about Miami Vice. That's going to be 6 months of content as we churn through what TV used to be like back in the day when they made real episodes of shit. Sorry, Bruno, stuff. We're in the early part where I'm not supposed to swear yet or we get demonetized. And then don't you have a rule about how I can't cuss in the first 5 minutes or whatever, or YouTube gets at us?
I do think it's 7 seconds.
Oh, great. Perfect.
I'll
It's the
get back
Netflix
to
model.
you.
Welcome, fuckwads, to Nerdigo Media.
Wait a minute. Let me double check the information first. Keep going.
What up, you dirty twats?
Also behind the paywall, we're going to have the show that we are continuing this. We're honoring our heritage by calling our other paywall show the Nerd Out, which is going to be our weekly spot where we talk about just other news stuff that we didn't have time to talk about. So head over to Nerdigo Media, sign yourself up, throw a couple shekels in the hat if you can afford to. We're still here. We're still doing it. We're just changing shape a
couple
little bit.
shekels.
Just a couple, please. But yeah.
What's the conversion rate on that?
I don't know because you have to time travel, I think. So that's probably going to be
Yeah,
challenging.
no, it's 7 seconds. I was right.
Inflation works for us.
So go fucking nuts, people.
Bruno, you're great at your job. Now, we are going to start with the tragic news of the passing of one of the greats, one of the I think probably most well-known American directors of certainly of the late 20th century. Rob Reiner passed away in his home along with his wife following a tragic circumstance that I'm sure everyone has heard about in the news. And we're not here to talk about that part of it because although that is very sad, part of our change to Nerdigo Media is that we're trying to identify ourselves less as a breaking news organization. So if you sort of want the facts around it, we'll we'll encourage you to find those elsewhere. But we really wanted to take a minute to celebrate the art and the work of Rob Reiner, who, as I said, I think just made so many good movies over such a specific period of time that I kind of feel like everybody you meet has seen one of them and loves one of them. My earliest memory, I'll start us off, of seeing a Rob Reiner movie. I know that I had seen Princess Bride before I was in the 5th grade, but I remember seeing Princess Bride in the 5th grade because we were doing a word competition called Word Masters, where you had to, like, there was a vocab list you had to learn. And one of the words on the vocab list was portcullis. So our teacher showed us Princess Bride because Fezzik has to catch the portcullis.
It is a portcullis.
I thought it was going to be inconceivable.
Inconceivable. No, it's portcullis. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just like he has movies like that you can show kids in school, right? And it's like no one's going to get too mad because it's a good, fun movie and we're all having a good time, right?
That was one of the staple substitute teacher movies growing up.
Absolutely. Deepak, do you have like a favorite Rob Reiner movie or one that stands out to you?
My favorite, I've got 2 of his movies that he's directed. I own, and there's one that he starred in. As far as him directing, you already mentioned Princess Bride, so I'll bring everyone's attention to A Few Good Men. Talk about quotable movies, of course. You Can't Handle the Truth. If you haven't seen A Few Good Men, it's great. It's got a great cast: Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, Kevin Bacon, Demi Moore, all sorts of people. And it's a tribute to how diverse he was as a filmmaker in the spirit of someone like a Ron Howard, where you can take him from fantastical comedy to courtroom drama to musical, documentary, farce, and everything in between, and he can knock it all out of the park. I know his most recent movie was Spinal Tap 2, which didn't really make much of an impact, but the fact that Spinal Tap 2 even exists is a testament to the impact that the first one had. And then not to ramble on too long. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna sort of yes and what you were saying. I just would like to say, and I think Rob Reiner would appreciate this. Hey, Rob, just because you had a tragic death doesn't mean we're gonna just gloss you here. The man made some real stinkers as well towards the end of his career. The back half wasn't all roses. But,
well, yeah, and one of those stinkers in the back half, I think it was something written by the son who has now been accused of having some complicity in the death. But also, more than just being a director, he was an actor. He would make guest appearances on all sorts of stuff. He was Zooey Deschanel's father on New Girl. Yes. He had a very, very funny episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm because he was good friends with Larry David. And then I think what most people probably remember him for the most as far as on screen goes is he's Leonardo DiCaprio's dad in The Wolf of Wall Street. The big T&E conversation between the two of them and Jonah Hill.
What kind of a hooker takes credit cards?
Yeah. And then he's like, when I was there, it was all hairy and it's all clean.
Rich one.
It's all shaved.
Yeah, he made some good stuff. He's so funny. He's just such a funny man. And of course, started as an actor before he became a director and became really well known because of his humor and was associated with such, obviously his father was a great comedic legend. Billy Crystal, a great comedic legend. It's just so many other guys he worked with that were just such funny dudes. Like Rob Reiner, just a funny guy.
You didn't want to talk about you're such a When Harry Met Sally guy.
I'm going to get there. I just wanted to give everybody a turn to weigh in. I didn't know if Jackson or Bruno had a Rob Reiner story they wanted to call out.
You want to go first, Jack?
Sure. Yeah. All of the things you said are also true. I really like Stand By Me. That's a movie that I saw pretty young and that really stuck with me for its perhaps unconventional storytelling. But
forgot he did that one.
I didn't even realize that it was him until I was looking up his movies. So that's
I think that and Misery are both his Stephen King movies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Those are
Misery. Kathy Bates in Misery is like unlike anything, right? And I feel like that's part of Rob Reiner's
performance.
Yeah, but that's a part of what I feel like he was good at as a director was like getting some of the best performances of a career out of people, right? Like there's of course that famous video of him sitting at the diner table doing the orgasm in When Harry Met Sally, right? But like he would do whatever it took to get some of the greatest work out of people. And yeah, I think he really worked well with actors. We talk so often about directors, especially you and I, Deepak. I feel like we will really go after some directors sometimes who maybe aren't always the best with actors, but like Rob Reiner, a real prince in that regard, I think.
I mean, you can see based on the reaction to his passing, the entire film community industry has come out just
The whole world. Yeah, I mean,
the whole world. Yeah, I mean, everyone has been affected by his movies and by him in some way, shape, or form. Like you said,
we don't
everyone
have
has
to,
seen-
we don't have to dwell on it, but I think the fact that people have had such a negative reaction to the president's pretty heinous remark on it is because I think people across the political spectrum, people of all ages, people from all over the world, look at the movies of Rob Reiner and I think sort of see the ethos of the late 20th century American in there, right? Like the story of how you're supposed to treat your fellow man is like Stand By Me, A Few Good Men, the American president, right? Like that's like you could do a lot worse for just like how to be a person in late 1900s America. And I think it's pretty, I think most people probably look at that and go, no, I like this guy. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Bruno, big bucket list head?
Yeah, so funny you mentioned bucket list. I'll touch on that, but in a second, as Jack already mentioned, two of my favorite Rob Reiners is Stand By Me and Misery. Me also just being a Stephen King head. Stand By Me is one of my personal favorite movies just growing up. It's like just something that me and my sister has watched like on repeat constantly. Really just funny story that I have with my family. We went to go watch The Bucket List in theaters, starring Jack Nicholson and Morgan Freeman. And my dad was sort of like hemming and hawing going to go watch a drama with us because he usually doesn't like soapy dramas. And at the end of the movie, like it flashed on the screen, like directed by Rob Reiner, and my dad's jaw just dropped because he didn't know beforehand, and I didn't know much about Rob Reiner beforehand. But yeah, no, really great guy. It wasn't until high school that I watched Princess Bride for the first time. I'm going to be honest, and it was immediately one of my favorite movies.
Funny movie.
I have the 4K release from Criterion here in my hand. I ordered it about 2 weeks ago, and it sadly came in like the day after the news broke, and I got a little bit choked up as I opened that box and saw what was inside. But I watched it that afternoon and just like laughed all afternoon, which was really good. So yeah.
Is that
that's
the
the
first
thing,
4K
man.
you watched on your new setup?
No, the first 4K I watched was Gremlins because I've been meaning to. I've been meaning to show my girlfriend Gremlins for a long time. I'm a big Gremlins fan, and it was.
Don't watch it after midnight.
Tis the season.
Don't feed it.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was don't watch the 4K after midnight. Sorry.
No, it's both, and you can't feed the 4K either. If you try and give it a pizza, it will go poorly. Yeah, I mean, I've just got to really quickly mention that When Harry Met Sally is a perfect film, and should still be receiving the annual Best Picture award for in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, just what a wonderful movie. Obviously, the sort of great story about that is that Rob Reiner kind of wrote all the Billy Crystal dialogue and Nora Ephron sort of wrote the story. And I think that the reason that movie works is because of the story and the Billy Crystal dialogue. It's just such an amazing movie. I love it. I could watch it on repeat endlessly forever. It's perfect and beautiful. And is probably largely, I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that Billy Crystal's performance in that movie is probably largely why I'm the person I am today. So yeah, no, all good stuff. I like that movie a lot. And I'm glad that Rob Reiner made it.
You never wear sweaters.
I'll use every opportunity that comes up on the show to bring up Mike Flanagan's Letterboxd once again and say that he has a date movie night list where the first entry is Rob Reiner's When Harry Met Sally, and every entry after that is a horror movie. Tickles me every time that I see that.
That's good. Well, and on this show, we of course appreciate. Well, I'd say there's two things we really like above all else, and the first one is Carrie Fisher in non-Star Wars films, and the second is exciting title conventions, and of course When Harry Met Sally ... Which
or Hump Them if you've seen the Bollywood version.
When we get back, these fools are gonna take the quiz of the century. Hey everybody. All right, so let's explain Hallmark Madness to those of you who haven't been with us before. So every year for the last couple of years, we have celebrated the end of the year with a little contest I've put together called Hallmark Madness. And how that works is I come to my lovely contestants, Jackson, Deepak, and Bruno, with a list of 20 holiday titles. Well, this year it's 20. With a list of a bunch of holiday titles. Some of them are Hallmark movies that came out this year. And I'll give you the description of the plot. Some of them are a genre that has become increasingly popular since we started doing this bit. And I take credit for that. I really think, like in all things, we're trendsetters there.
Literary BDSM.
You're kind of implying.
Yeah, no, it's because of us. We did that. We're the reason the romance genre has blown up in the last.
This is why the HFPA really messed up by not nominating us. We have quite a reach.
We've said for.
I'll cut myself out.
So the other half are romance novels. So I have written these up in a way that I hope they will be hard for my co-host to determine which they are. We're going to go around. We're going to give everybody a chance to guess at 6 of these. And then if we need to do a tiebreaker, we will do a tiebreaker, and we'll see who this year's Hallmark Madness winner is. So without further ado, Jack, you have the privilege of nepotism. Would you like to go first?
Let's go. We'll start with lucky number 13.
Number 13 on my list this year. Cross it off y'all's lists. Number 13 is titled The Gingerbread Bakery.
Already sexy.
At town's annual baking showdown, 2 rival bakers clash over recipes and holiday pride. But shared late-night ovens and laughter over spilled frosting slowly thaws their competitive tension.
Spilled frosting.
Shared late-night ovens and laughter over spilled frosting slowly thaw.
Okay, well, I was doing a bit, but gingerbread is quite wholesome. You can't make out on a gingerbread house.
You can't make out on a gingerbread.
Not structurally sound.
I don't know.
So are you going to say movie then?
Sounds like man juice.
Yeah, I think I'm saying a Hallmark film.
All right. Jack is saying a Hallmark film for number 1. Do you guys prefer if you get the answers now or at the end?
Well, we should get them as we go,
I would
right?
prefer now, but
at the end of each round,
maybe?
maybe?
It's your show.
Okay, Jack, no, that's wrong. It's a movie. Or it's a book.
Damn it! It is. They do make out on the gingerbread house.
They do make out on a gingerbread house.
Shit.
Yeah, I know. I will say, I do think this year is my hardest year yet. Like, I always preview these with Maggie before I bring them to you guys, and Maggie has not to brag about my great wife, but Maggie has consistently done better than you guys on these quizzes in the past, and
she might have more experience in both genres.
Yeah, well, generally. But she went about 50-50 on these, so.
Oh.
All right, so that's number 1. Jackson, incorrect. Deepak, take your pick. Give me a number.
I'll take 3.
Number 3. A Christmas Above the Clouds.
Oh.
A corporate leader books a Christmas trip to avoid the season, only to run into an ex, get grounded by a storm, and relive fragments of her past, present, and future, all while deciding if love and holidays deserve a second chance.
Why does this feel like A Christmas Carol?
Because there's ghosts and past, present, and future stuff.
Yeah, so I think Christmas Carol was originally a novel. This is probably also a novel. This doesn't... Sounds like it has too big of a budget for a Hallmark movie, so I'm going to go novel.
Deepak says novel for number 3, and he is wrong because it's a movie.
Wow.
Yeah, no. I thought you were going to use the Christmas Carol explanation to say that it should be a movie. Why would someone write another novel about it?
There are many movies of A Christmas Carol.
I understand, but you're like past, present
to books.
You're talking like past, present, future, and like it's giving Nolan. So yeah, maybe it should have been a movie.
I hear you.
Listen, I'm with you, Deepak, especially because it means you haven't taken the lead.
Bruno,
I appreciate that support, Jack.
Well, I usually go for my lucky number first, which is 13. But Jack took that.
Let's go, sniped.
So
that's why he got it wrong. Karma.
13 minus 20 minus 13, which is another lucky number, 7.
Number 7. Melt My Heart This Christmas.
Oh, that's a book.
A passionate glassblower trying to find her voice.
Stop. It's a book.
I knew glassblower was gonna get you. I did this.
What that mouth do though?
When I was dry running this with Maggie, I almost made a glass
passionate
blower
mouth blower.
And I was like, nope, save it.
Sorry,
glass blower. Jesus Christ, Jack.
It is a book, isn't it?
Sorry.
So can I
you
read
can
the
hear the whole
rest of
thing
the
if you want.
description?
Please. Sorry, glassblower.
A passionate glassblower trying to find her voice meets an art curator who offers opportunities and tensions as she grapples with past secrets, family expectations, and whether her holiday dreams might include someone new. Melt My Heart This Christmas.
I still think it's a book.
You think it's a book? You're wrong. It's a movie.
No!
Bitch.
Why?
awesome.
Hallmark shouldn't be allowed to use the word blower. That's not Christian.
Deepak and Jack, watch this be an Oops All movies.
That would be. Well, mine was already a book. They do make out on the gingerbread. That was
They
my
do
childhood.
make out on the gingerbread.
Yours, you guessed movie, and it was a book.
You're right, though. I should be keeping track of which ones are books and movies, so I know I should be counting cards.
Now, I do just want to let everybody. That's why I asked if you wanted the answers now or not. I wanted to know if you wanted to count cards. I just want to let everyone know that the passionate glassblower is played by Laura Vandervoot, who did play Kara Zor-El on the TV series Smallville.
Oh.
So just
Is
wow,
she
we
the
have all
one
the
that was in
Supergirl
the-
news coming in. I'll let you know this passionate glassblower also was Superman's
It's hard to say.
cousin.
Is she the one from the sex cult?
No.
Because passionate
was-
glassblowing sounds.
So
about
what?
right.
Bruno, do you
Smallville's a
not
weird
know
show.
about how Chloe Sullivan, supporting character on Smallville, played by one-time actor Allison Mack,
That's the one.
she then went on to be one of the leaders in the sex cult Nexium and got jailed for many years because of her involvement in Keith Raniere's sex cult and how she had women brand his initials on their vaginas. All things I can say without worry of legal repercussion because it was settled in a court of law. And now she has a podcast where she talks about when she was on Smallville.
Why did they name the cult after a antacid medication?
Nexium, I have no idea. Also, they spelled it Nixivm or something. It's
I like to imagine Deepak like as
Before
an
you
investigative journalist breaking into
Deepak's hitting the
sex cult.
volleyball courts with Keith on Thursdays like you had to do to get FaceTime with Raniere. He's like, man, I think we got to change the name.
Yeah, it's just because I mean I have GERD. That's why it's kind of sensitive.
Before you got to the court part, I was genuinely confused on whether you're talking about the actress or the character she played at Smallville.
No, this is a real
on
thing that happened in
Smallville,
the
she's
meat
part of a
space.
sex cult for
Yeah,
sure.
no, I'm caught up now.
In the TV show, she was supposed to be like her character was eventually going to turn into Lois Lane, and it was going to be like a huge revelation. But then they didn't want to do that, and so they just hired a new actor.
But then John Harrison happened.
No, this didn't happen until way later. All right, so we're 0 for 3 in the first round. We're going to circle back around here. Jackson, you can't take 13, you can't take 3, and you can't take 7, but
Oh, right, we're doing the thing.
you also can get first if you take, if you get it right. You can be in the lead.
Yeah. I really lucked out. Let's go for number 5.
Number 5 is titled, oh my God.
Oh?
So I did, Jack, you're going to get this one right. So I did make a decision. I do happen to know that this year Jack watched a Hallmark movie.
Oh, yes, let's go.
And I did make a decision to leave that on here anyway. Given my format, I did not think that Jack was going to, I didn't think the odds were going to work out this way. So Jack, it's called Oi to the World.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me what happens in it?
Oh God, can I remember?
Is he getting a point for this?
I will give Jack a point if he can tell me what the plot of Oi to the World was. How about that?
No.
A movie he saw and we all texted about in the group chat.
I watched several. Okay, Oi to the World, as the name
because of that group chat.
Subtly implies,
Well, then, Bruno,
is
we
a,
may give you
is
the
a
chance to
Jewish
steal.
Hallmark movie. In which I think this is the one where they have to. It's like a Romeo and Juliet story where they open competing New York Jewish delis, and the guy is from LA and he wants to like open a new branch of his family store in New York, but then they're gonna open on the same street as the girl, and she's all like, "Oh, you can't open." Well, he doesn't tell her at first, and he goes to her deli, and then they start falling for each other. Yeah, I mean that's about it. They fall in love.
That's interesting.
Was that wrong?
No, I think you might.
Is that a different one?
Are you maybe thinking of the Vic Michaelis movie you watched?
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
That's the third separate one, I think.
So did he get this wrong?
I mean,
I watched so many
Listen,
Jewish
I haven't watched
Halloween-
this movie, so my notes didn't have anything about a deli in them. But I'm not. I thought this was about burst pipes.
What?
Is that a euphemism?
Yeah,
I agree.
You're wrong. It is about burst pipes.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I don't remember any burst. I might have not finished this one.
When a synagogue's pipes burst, a church offers space, and as choir directors prepare a joint Christmas Hanukkah service, old rivals Nikki and Jake must overcome their competition.
Because you guys talked about it. Are you fucking kidding?
Well,
No, I was thinking of Hanukkah on Rye.
yeah, which I did not put on the list. All right, so unfortunately, Jack,
Damn
we're not going to get a point for the
gimme.
movie you saw.
I don't remember anything about burst pipes. I'm not sure if I actually finished that one.
I remember Oi to the World because it has a cast member named Jake Epstein, and I can't get that out of my head.
That's
I
tough.
wasn't even the only one who watched it, so it's barely cheating.
Well, I said I would maybe give him a chance to steal, and I decided not to do it. Deepak, what number you want?
He just picked which one?
5.
Sorry, I'm keeping track over here.
I'm also keeping track, so if you do pick one that's off the board, I will just tell you.
Let's go with numero uno. Why not?
Big old number 1. A Royal Montana Christmas. A princess, burdened by duty, escapes to a rustic ranch over the holidays, where the rugged guide helping her rediscover Christmas traditions nudges her to consider what she truly wants out of life and love.
She's burdened by duty?
She is burdened by duty.
Is this not the actual Hallmark movie we talked about, like on this?
I'm pretty sure this is a movie. Yeah.
Now this is
I was
interesting.
gonna say, I think I've heard of this one. That's why.
Now, being fair, I do think I have to give Deepak the point here. But Bruno, I would have given you the opportunity to steal because this was in fact the one we talked about on Discord the same night Jack was watching Oi to the World. We're in a weird. You guys are weirdly synced up on these. This is going to be the round where everybody picks a one we've heard of. Anyway, Deepak, you're the first one to score here.
No, because at first I thought
he didn't watch Oi to the World. He watched the Rye Bread one.
He watched it.
At first, I thought Riley had given us the assignment to watch this movie, and then I was like reading the synopsis. I was like, I don't want to fucking watch.
No.
That's an assignment I would not have done.
It was my assignment to watch as many of them as I could to get the notes down for this dang thing. All right, Deepak on the board with 1, taking the lead. Bruno, your move.
You know what? I might just go in order. Let's go number 2.
Number 2. The Holiday Grump. After reluctantly taking on duties for a small town's holiday festival, a famously grumpy local finds their rigid worldview challenged when they're forced to lean on a cheerful planner with contagious seasonal spirit.
Lean on? Like the mob?
Mm-hmm. Breganese.
Okay. So, like, one more time?
The Holiday Grump. After reluctantly taking on duties for a small town's holiday festival, a famously grumpy local finds their rigid worldview challenged when they're forced to lean on a cheerful planner with contagious seasonal spirit.
If it was a movie, I feel like they would have like gone more in detail about like what makes it so famous. So I'm gonna say book.
It is a book.
Oh.
No.
All right. 1-1 to nothing. We come back around to the top with Jackson. Big money, no whammies here, my guy.
Yeah. Let's go for 16.
Number 16 is titled A Newport Christmas.
Okay.
A chance twist of time sends 2 would-be lovers back through meaningful moments from their past, giving them a fresh view on how Christmas shaped their connection and what the holiday might still mean for their future.
Oh, it's like Christmas Slumdog Millionaire.
Jeez. That doesn't sound very sexy.
You don't think so?
Not really. Unless the Ghost of Christmas Past is like, hey, come check out when you boinked on Christmas.
Ghost of Christmas Past is like, you down for threes?
Maybe. Isn't it like a child? I'm going to say it's a Hallmark movie. It feels too sweet.
I think the Ghost of Christmas Past is both childlike and eternal in sort of a...
Well, fair enough.
You know.
Like
I'm not saying that's good or bad. I am, however, saying that Jack is on the board.
Yeah.
A Newport Christmas
feels like an expensive one.
Indeed a movie.
What
I don't know.
Riley?
That was number 16.
16.
Thank you.
Thank goodness.
All right, now we're going to come back around to Deepak.
What?
You're going to say a number, and then I'm going to read something, and then I need you to guess if it's a movie or a book. Number 4.
4.
I'm going to be really into it if Deepak and Bruno just try and go down the list, and Jack keeps jumping around like a madman.
That's 100% what I'm going to do.
The Holiday Post. A postmaster swamped with holiday mail discovers a trove of letters that pull them into unexpected community stories, prompting them to reevaluate old assumptions while forming a tender connection with someone equally invested in heartfelt connection.
I'm going to say it's a book.
The Holiday Post. It's a book, man.
All right.
Yeah.
I just figured letters, you got to read them. You know?
Sure. Epistolary.
A book. Letters, you gotta read them. I've been saying this.
More and more people are saying. Bruno.
6.
Fucking A.
You guys are no fun.
Title is The Holiday Bakers. To help each other achieve separate goals, 2 individuals agree to pretend to be a couple during a town's winter events, only to find the line between make-believe and genuine affection surprisingly thin, amid festive lights and snowy nights. The Holiday Fakers.
The Holiday what?
Fakers!
Okay, so like fake.
Bakers or fakers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not bakers.
Gotcha.
Yeah, fakers as in they're pretending to date each other, but they're not really dating. But they are...
You're the faker.
Slowly falling for each other.
I'll say movie?
It's wrong.
Yeah,
it's a book.
Wow. That had rom-com written all over it.
It does. It really does.
I will say this. It's not going to be helpful at all. It's just a tease. After this story, before we get out of here, we're going to talk about a Hallmark-related news story that I kind of wanted to share. The Holiday Fakers is the first seed that led me to that story.
Oh. I'm very intrigued.
All right, Jackson, it's back to you. 1
20.
2 to 1. Jack's taking number 20.
Psychopath.
Snowed in and smitten. A planned winter getaway turns into a storm-stranded stay when an unexpected companion, leading to fireside conversations, shared memories, and a spark that outshines the dreary weather outside.
What does that have to do with Edward Snowden?
Also, they leak a bunch of files.
Sorry. I'm like, what? Got it. That sounds sexy. That sounds like the hottest one so far.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with the book. We're also, I think, stacked very heavily in book's favor, according to my notes.
Well, it's a book.
Yes! I'm not out of the playoffs yet.
And I'll just say, because it does sound like people are maybe starting to count cards a little bit, no promises on my end that there is any sort of parody. No, do whatever you want. I'm just saying, like...
Oh, I mean, fair enough. I guess that is, I assumed.
Yeah. It's a good mix, but it's not 1-to-1. All right.
This is this 3 or 4? I was going to say, if you want to stop telling us at the end so that our final scores are more of a mystery, that could be fun.
Sure. Well, so this is round 4. So yeah, maybe we'll do the last 2 can
For
be.
the last 2?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
All right, Deepak, are you just taking number 8? That's next in the list.
Yeah, if that's sequential, let's do The Last Jedi.
All right. The Holiday Hate Off.
Oh. Unconventional.
Two rival business owners are pressed into co-hosting a holiday contest. Old competitive wounds resurface, even as mutual respect and seasonal magic slowly chip away at the icy exteriors.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Yes.
What are the genders of these two store owners?
Is it gay?
Is it gay? I will find that out for you. Hold on. I can add. No, it's not
the drawer
gay.
of boomer questions.
It is
What is it? Is it gay?
heteronormative couple, regardless of if it was sexy or just platonic and Jesus focused.
I think if you have a male and a female store owner that hate each other and thaw over the course of the holidays, that's got Hallmark written all over it. I'm going movie.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
No!
Catching up.
Damn it.
Bruno?
9.
As John Lennon once said, number 9.
9.
So did JJ McCarthy.
9.
When he
also one of the greatest animated movies of all time.
Number 9.
Really challenging take for you to bring in this far into the podcast.
Yeah.
We met in December.
Hate that we have to let you go now.
Yeah, Bruno, you are fired, unfortunately.
Right at the rebrand, too.
Yeah, man, it was going to be so exciting.
We thought you could just walk away from that, like Iron Man blowing up a tank and just walk away.
We met in December. A serendipitous Christmas Eve encounter leads two strangers on parallel journeys to find one another again, using clues from their only night together as snow falls and holiday hustle surrounds them.
Because I need to test the theory, I'm going to say movie.
It's a movie.
Okay.
And
what's the theory?
I'm very confused now.
just like that, and Sex and the City 2, and just like that, here we are. Everybody's got 2 points, and we're in the 2 blindfolded rounds.
My goodness.
Jackson, we come to you.
I don't have a blindfold.
10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19. Now, I know these two are really excited for number 10, so it is sort of tempting to snatch that up from them.
Some men just want to watch.
I'll be respectful and I'll take number 11.
Number 11 is titled Christmas at the Ranch. Okay. Returning home over the holidays to manage a family property, a visitor reconnects with childhood memories and their first love, while navigating old wounds and the possibility of a fresh start in the winter white countryside.
It's got a lot of hallmarks of Hallmark.
It's got a lot of hallmarks of Hallmark. Christmas, ranch.
A returning. Has somebody written the meta myth for Hallmark movies?
It's also got a lot of hallmarks of Taylor Sheridan. So
yeah, I'll go with movie.
Interesting.
And I will have to live in anguish.
I hate when he says that.
Due to my own hubris.
All right. Deepak?
Oh, we're not giving out the scores yet? Okay.
No, these last 2 you're not going to know because it'll be all dramatic and such.
Yeah, so give me 10.
Number 10 is titled Single on the 25th. After holiday plans collapse, one person determined to revel in solo cheer keeps crossing paths with a neighbor whose contrasting habits and shared seasonal frustrations lead to surprising new traditions, and perhaps something more.
What's the name of it again?
Single on the 25th.
Movie.
Noted.
Ooh.
Bruno?
12.
Number 12 is called A Sweet Holiday Romance. Now, let me stop you right there. Suite. Like,
Is this a spin-off from The Sweet Life?
Of Zach and Cody? Would be insane.
Okay,
for a lot of reasons.
Like the title in full.
a sweet holiday romance. While holed up in a historic hotel to complete a big assignment, someone meets a person whose holiday traditions and easy warmth makes them reconsider what success and romance might truly look like.
What, a big assignment? Oh, I'm here on my business meeting.
Mhm.
Book.
He's going book.
He says book.
The madman.
Back around to you, Jack.
Let's go 19. If Deepak and Bruno had their way, we wouldn't have gotten to hear 19 or 20 at all. And I wanna.
Jack, 19 is titled The Holiday Grinch Next Door.
Okay.
A proclaimed non-fan of the season,
a Grinch, if you will,
is forced into holiday council duties and grudgingly teams up with an enthusiastic neighbor. Their back and forth charm masking a growing fondness neither anticipated.
Okay. I mean, here's my immediate thoughts. First off, I'm thinking, do they have a copyright on the phrase Grinch?
Is Grinch owned by Universal Studios?
Right.
Dr. Seuss.
Like, is this just like a small self-published book, and that's the only reason we've gotten away with this? But then, on the other hand, I do think one of the Hallmark movies I did watch this year was basically this exact plot, except with a Jewish person and a Christmas person. Christmas person? A Christian.
A Christmas person? Is the Grinch Jewish? A question I hadn't maybe really considered before. I don't think so.
Sort of existentially frightening.
A lot of people think Ebenezer Scrooge is, but
there you go.
He's not.
So that sort of leans me towards Hallmark again. I think I'm gonna go movie.
Going movie.
I'm going movie.
Okay. Deepak?
What's the next one sequentially?
13.
14.
I thought he already did 13.
14.
14, I'll do that one.
14 is titled Tidings for the Season.
Okay.
A local news anchor, encouraged by a child to focus on uplifting stories, embarks on a series of feature pieces that lead them into heartwarming community moments and a fresh perspective, with a possible romantic twist.
Riley's voice for when like blurbs talk about romance
should be the new like Hallmark movie trailer voice. Like
this is really the goal of this whole project for years has been that I would like to get hired to be the guy that does the trailer bumpers for the Hallmark Channel,
and maybe something more.
Romance.
A twist of romantic fate.
Sorry, can you give me?
It's called The Tidings for the Season. A local news anchor who is encouraged by a child to focus on uplifting stories.
Encouraged by a child. Okay. Yeah.
Embarks on a series of feature pieces that lead them into heartwarming community moments and a fresh perspective.
This is a movie.
With a likely
He was getting a shoe shine.
You say it's a movie.
Fan mail
I just don't know what to report on. And the kid was like, "Wait, governor,
why don't you tell some good stories?"
Like, my God,
he's British now? Okay.
The kid is.
No, just the kid.
Yeah.
I've never met a child shoe shine that wasn't British.
Yeah, he's a poor immigrant trying to make it in this country.
15, Bruno?
15.
All right. 15's called The Holiday Clampdown.
All right. Is that a kind of dance?
Someone reluctantly volunteering for a series of holiday community duties finds themselves partnered with a neighbor they once dismissed, only to discover charm beneath the seasonal to-dos and growing chemistry.
Oh.
This is just the Christmas Grinch again.
Again, like there comes like certain keywords that aren't as descriptive enough that makes me go book. Because they assume that moviegoers are like dumb.
Sure.
Accessibility of an audience is definitely a crucial part of how different media.
I mean, there's
operate.
less reading expectation going.
Movies are for idiots.
I'm gonna say book.
You're saying book.
Saying book.
Okay.
And that's our game.
Jack, you got them both wrong.
God damn it!
Bruno, you got the second one correct, but the first one wrong.
I'm telling you.
Deepak, you got them both right.
Fucking A.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking shit.
So Deepak wins with 4, Bruno's in second with 3, and Jack is in third with 2.
Ugh. A losing record. You hate to see it.
Thanks for another round of Hallmark Madness.
I won the
yo.
last one. I'm so happy.
Oh, there'll be another one next year. It'll just be on a different website. But yes, you are the lasting legacy champion of OG Hallmark Madness. But wait, there's more. Guys, I need to tell you about this crazy Hallmark story that it's not even. It's a romantic literature story that I discovered.
Before you do, can you tell us 17 and 18?
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, records reset on their new brand.
Yeah, let these two go through like a consolation round here.
Oh, sure. Well,
okay, fuck you for that.
So
demonetization limit.
So there was a little bit of ire when Jack happened to randomly guess "Oi to the World," but that was sort of like the backup ancillary possible freebie. Well, yeah, but that's if I had just said movie or book, you would have got it right. The freebie that was hidden in here that nobody got to, number 17, was Holiday Touchdown, A Bill's Love Story.
Was it Bills or Chiefs?
That was last year. This year, it's Bills.
Is Matty Ross in it?
No. I don't think Josh Allen is either. Although you can find a list of all of the cameos.
Let me do that now.
For anybody who
Jim
doesn't
Kelly.
know, Holiday Touchdown, A Chiefs Love Story was obviously basically just Hallmark grafting off the Taylor Swift Chiefs vibe. And then it was so successful that they did another football movie this year. And they needed another team to make their movie about. So I guess they went with the Bills.
Well, they can do that
Damar Hamlin,
exactly
Deion
30 more
Dawkins,
times to
Jim
varying
Kelly.
degrees of success.
I can't wait till they do
McDermott.
a Commander's love story.
Pride of William and Mary's in there. All right.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah,
He's just reading off actors now.
Perfect. And then the other one was truly the saddest title on here that I was really excited to read so that I would get you guys to all react to. Number 18, The Christmas Orphans Club.
Oh, that sounds hot.
Isn't that just like a Charles Dickens novel?
A group of friends turned chosen family gathers each holiday season, going from shared laughs to intimate conversations and watching old acquaintances rekindle in ways they never expected.
These orphans are making out, dog.
They are. It's a book. All right.
I would have gotten that one wrong.
When we get back, all I can say is the MCU of the Christmas sexy book environment.
Tell me more.
All right, guys. So I'm doing my research for Hallmark Madness, right? And I'm bopping around trying to get
So
my.
you started in June.
Yeah, of course. It start earlier every year. The creep comes for us all in different ways, ultimately. But I'm trying to find whatever different, especially the books, right? The movies are pretty easy for me at this point. The Hallmark Channel puts out so many original movies every year. I didn't even have to get into the original
I think
TV
they
shows.
put out more than 1 year's worth of movies a year. Like you could just keep it running.
Oh,
in
probably.
perpetuity.
Probably. But so finding the books is a little bit more of a challenge, right? So I'm reading all these top lists. Usually I stop by, there's usually in the romance novel subreddit every year around Christmas, they usually do a list of like what were the best Christmas romance novels you read this year. So that's usually a good stop in for me. And you guys probably won't know this, but a lot of romance novels, which is like not the proper term anymore. Like I feel like such an old person saying that now. I feel like people our age don't use the phrase romance novel. They just say
Harlequin novels is what they say, I believe.
Sploogin books, exactly, Jack. So cliterature.
What words do they use? Hold up.
Anyway,
I wasn't ready for that.
a lot of these books, they'll take place in sort of a little town, or like a sort of Stars Hollow adjacent place somewhere in the world, right? So like, for example, Jack, the first one you got this year, the Gingerbread Bakery.
Still mad that was a book.
A couple months ago, that same author put out a different book called the Pumpkin Spice Bakery, right? Like, it's just sort of a way to be like, hey, I'm doing more of these.
Sure.
The Bridgerton is like that, right? Like, it's
yeah, I'm familiar with series.
So my point is they'll oftentimes take place in like a little town, and it'll just be stories about different people in the little town or whatever. So I want to welcome you all to Hideaway Harbor, which, no joke, is the Marvel Cinematic Universe of romance novels, holiday romance novels at the very least. I'm going to talk. Hideaway Harbor was created this year, and it is the combined artistic efforts of 6 different workers, like 6 different authors of note in the holiday romance space. They each wrote a different book. The titles are Holiday Hate-Off, Holiday Fakers, Holiday Whoopee, Holiday Post, Holiday Claus, and Holiday Grump.
Oh.
They each wrote a different one of those, and they released them like 3 days apart from each other, like starting at the beginning of November through to Thanksgiving. If you guys go to hideawayharbourbooks.com, you can see all of them, as well as a map to the town. Actually, 2 maps of the town.
And these all take place in the same town is the idea.
Right. So you can see 2 maps of the town that are both fully interactive, and they let you click around into different parts of them, so you can see details about things like the fishery or the lighthouse or...
Oh, and they got the same artists to do the covers.
Yeah, the covers are all sort of aesthetically similar, but they all take place like in the same town at the same time. So these stories are like weaving in and out of each other in the backgrounds of each other as they're going. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is there a secret 7th story that you need to like deduce from the background clues of the other 6?
If there is, I'm going to find out, because I feel like I'm going to read these things.
Yeah. But that's still neat.
Anyway, it was just sort of a crazy thing, and it was out of character for what I feel like is an industry I've started to get a pretty good like finger on the pulse for over the years.
Yeah, there's sort of rhythms and cycles and stuff. Yeah.
This wasn't as weird, but I ended up like finding the media kits for all these, and I found like the language that because like if they give a review copy out, they don't want you to go on Amazon and post like, I got a free copy of the book early, because then Amazon will take it down. So they had like language they wanted you to use for going on and like writing your preview reviews or whatever. It was just, I was suddenly so deep in like the rollout plan for Hideaway Cove or whatever, Hideaway Harbor. But I couldn't talk to any of you about it, because if I sent you the link, you would see the titles of the books and then we'd be cooked. It would be game over. Yeah. All right. We also should probably mention the Oscars are going to be on YouTube.
Oh.
A famously backwards looking organization finally making an interesting decision for once. Deepak, you have thoughts?
Yeah, so there was a further follow-up when the initial announcement came out in the news this morning. It was said that it would be available on YouTube everywhere in the world and on YouTube TV in the US. I guess someone on LinkedIn reached out to the president or CEO of YouTube asking, in the US, can we watch it for free? And he said, yes, ! So I don't know if that means it's still free via YouTube TV or just regular YouTube,
and then
or
he
YouTube
was
Premium
promptly
or whatever.
Taken out by Sniper.
But anyway, yeah, so it looks like everyone can watch it for free all over the world. This is really, really good. I hope it means that the ratings go up, and I hope it means that the speeches don't have to be super short because of time restrictions brought on by commercial breaks, things like that. It'll still probably be 4.5 hours, but at least I can be watching it on my iPad or whatever. So, and it won't get, I mean, people might remember that last year we didn't get to see the Best Picture winner and Best Actress on Hulu.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
It was all cut off at the end because of how long the whole thing had gone and the time slot allocation. So hopefully that problem won't persist.
Yeah. And that also does have to do with the Best Actor speech that probably should have had some moderation. I will be honest.
Best Actor, yeah. Adrian Brody went on for like fucking 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
I still get annoyed remembering him tell them not to play him off after he'd been up there for like 7 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it was another brutalist all over again.
Let's not...
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, okay, cool. So we did a little news. Look at that. We're a news show.
Hey.
When we get back, pop culture recommendations. So that's it for another episode of Nerd It Here Weekly. Thank you so much for listening. We want to remind you that next week we'll be off for the holidays, but in the new year, we will be back on our new website, nerdigo.com. So if you haven't already, make sure you hop over there and subscribe so you don't miss it when we're back. We're not going to be in this feed. Don't rely on this feed. You've been relying on this feed for 10 years, and we appreciate it, but get over to the new feed, man. You're gonna see our cool new logo. It's purple. Speaking of which, thank you to Wiki Rascals for our logo and artwork.
Hey.
Thank you to Purple Planet for the music. Thank you to Bruno, as always. Continue to be thankful to Bruno and probably Purple Planet, to be honest. Again, we're lazy. But we're going to get out of here with some pop culture recommendations. These are things we've been watching, reading, eating, playing, or listening to that we've enjoyed lately and we think you'll dig too. And this week, I'm going to start with Bruno.
Thank you. I didn't have an organic way to finish this. So look. Anyway, I just finished season 1 of It, Welcome to Derry, and it is probably my favorite new show of the year. It has been great.
Endings got pretty crazy.
It is created by Andy Muschietti. I am blanking on his name right now, but one of the 2 showrunners, I just need to point out, is the ongoing singing voice since inception of Aladdin, which I think is just hilarious that he is show running a horror show.
Yeah.
But it's really great. It's like a lot of people describe it as everything that Stranger Things should have been, and I honestly have to agree. It is also a really good exploration of just the It lore in general and a little bit of the Stephen King lore in general. They definitely pull a little bit of other novels related to Derry just to show you how everything is connected. And it's a really good exploration. It brings a lot of forgiveness and newfound appreciation for the It movies. I really liked the first It. I did not like the second It when I first watched it, but after It, Welcome to Derry, I actually gave it a rewatch, and now I like it a lot more, just having a bit of the lore background going into it that Muschietti had thought of. So yeah, It, Welcome to Derry. It has been a crazy year for child actors, and it continues to be crazy.
Yeah, Brad Kane he was a writer on Fringe and Black Sails. He wrote for Warrior, which I think I'm the only person that watched. It was a Kung Fu Cinemax show.
Warrior.
You did?
Yes. I think one of the other creators has been working on something else recently. I'm trying to remember.
But yeah, he also was the singing voice of Aladdin.
Your local physical media drug dealer just dropped a link in the chat for you guys.
Incredible. Thank you very much, Deepak. Well, we all check that out. You want to hit us with your pop culture rec?
Yeah, I just started watching the new Ken Burns documentary, The American Revolution. It's available on PBS. Create a free account and go ahead and sign up, and you can start watching it. I'm not very far into it yet, but what I've seen so far is very good based on clips and things like that. I also watched Materialist the other night, which was surprisingly good, better than I thought it would be. This is Celine Song's follow-up to Past Lives, which I thought was the best movie of the year. It came out in, I think, 2023. This is not as good, but we've been talking about rom-coms and Rob Reiner and stuff, and this is sort of in a similar vein, albeit slightly heavier on the romance than the comedy, but worth a stream if you have HBO Max.
4K steelbook of Welcome to Derry ordered. Jackson?
Yesterday, the third Knives Out movie was released on streaming, I believe. It was yesterday. And I watched it, and I liked it a lot. I think Riley has already recommended it when it was in theaters, but now it's more accessible. I figured I'd point it out again and say that it was very good. I liked a lot of its themes. I thought it was like the first one, and sort of, I mean, I guess like all of them, it was Benoit sort of takes a sidekick role, which I think makes the movie really work. The main character is very endearing, and I like the journey that he's on. So I'd highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't checked it out yet. I'm a big fan of all of those movies.
And once you watch it, KB and I reviewed it. So you can head over to nihf.com or youtube.com/@nerditherefirst and check that out. Because yeah, we did a whole little chat about it. We both really liked it as well. What's Riley doing? This is a real stumper. This is a real stump. Look at this. This has never happened to me before. It's the last one.
No Hallmark movies to recommend?
Yeah, no.
You're out of stuff.
Been watching some Christmas stuff. Yeah, I ran out of things. That's why we have to shut it down. I ran out of things. Been watching some Christmas movies. Did the Muppet Carol, of course, the other day.
Sure, classic.
May have seen the. Oh, that's what I'll plug. Well, of course, people may have seen the ads. Seth Rogen is going to be doing a Muppet Show event streamed on Disney Plus in the early months of next year. I've been watching classic Muppet Show, just sort of jumping around. I'm not like going in order or anything, just kind of finding guests who I find interesting and watching those episodes, which I sort of think is the best way to watch the Muppet Show, especially on streaming when you can just dial up your Disney Plus and hit any of them. But I got 10 guests for you here that I think anybody who enjoys this show might enjoy watching on the Muppet Show. So real quickly, and let me just prattle through 10 Muppet Show episodes you might like. Rita Moreno, Christopher Reeve, Gene Kelly, Diana Ross, Harry Belafonte, Mark Hamill, John Cleese, Elton John, Gilda Radner, and Steve Martin. The Steve Martin one is especially good if you're a newcomer to the Muppet Show. The whole bit of it is they had to cancel the show this week because they're auditioning new acts, and Steve Martin, I believe, is one of the acts that's auditioning. So, yeah, good fun, and more Muppet Show coming soon, and you will definitely hear me talking about that over on nerdigo.com. So, watch you some Christmas Muppets, watch you some other Muppets, have some fun with some felt puppets. Why not? The world's terrible. Laugh at a frog. This has been Nerd It Here Weekly. Thank you so much for being with us all this time. We hope you will continue to join us over at nerdigo.com. But if this is your jumping off point, we just want to say that we've loved having you with us the whole time. For those of you who continue to join us, don't forget to tune in next week to hear.